All right, guys, welcome to the show. Man, got a lot to talk about today. So, there are lawsuits flying all over the place over crypto and NFTs. A lot of A-list celebrities are being clonked over the head with these lawsuits. We're going to talk about that. I also have a giant scandal around the Supreme Court and how you're going to be shocked to learn that they're engaging in incredibly unethical behavior. A Supreme Court justice? Really? Yes. We also have pot is, being legalized now in more and more states, and Fox News ran a hilarious op-ed written by some freak named Liz Peek about how, legalizing pot is not good. It's not good. Why? Because it stinks. Thank you for your genius input, Liz Peek. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. So, man, let's have some fun. So, Roger Stone is, he's the OG fraudster. He and Trump were like this for a very long time. Roger Stone has been involved in politics for about a zillion years, and it's hilarious because he postures as this like anti-establishment outsider guy. By the way, he has a giant tattoo of Richard Nixon on his back. All right, bro, do you? He postures like he's anti-establishment, but he's been involved in like various lobbying operations where he takes colossal amounts of money from foreign governments and corporations, and so like nobody has ever been less anti-establishment than him. He is as pro-establishment as it comes. So, anyway, here he is. He went on this show, this right-wing show, and he makes a claim that is just adorable. Let's listen.
When you're talking about the supernatural, there are a lot of people that go, oh, I don't know, that sounds weird to me. You were talking about something extraordinary, and I just love you to touch on that subject because
True.
It's at least very interesting.
I think that there has that a portal, a demonic portal, opened above the White House around the time that the Bidens moved in. This was brought to my attention by a Christian who lives in North Florida, who sent me a bunch of photographs and a bunch of documents, and also some notations in the Bible about portals. And I was like, okay, sure. Okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I mean, you should start out by being skeptical and saying that sounds insane to me.
That's exactly what I did.
But please continue.
So I was skeptical about it. But I looked at the photos, and you can also, there's a live cam where you can actually see in real time, and there does appear to be something, above the White House.
Something inexplicable.
Well, at first you say, well, maybe it's a reflection. Maybe it's an aerostat balloon. Maybe there's a logical. So I called a police officer I know, works in Arlington, it's a friend of mine, and I said, look, do me a favor, would you go down and check this out? He said, are you out of your mind? I said, no, just humor me. Just humor me. Go down there and check it out and tell me call me back and tell me what you see.
Right.
And take photos. And he called me back about 2.5 hours later and he said, you're not going to believe this, but there's definitely something there. And it's there. He said, other people were there photographing it. One man called and said, you can see it day or night. It's like a smudge in the sky. It almost looks like a cloud that doesn't move. But when you zoom in on it with a telephonic lens, it's swirling like a cauldron.
Now, wait a minute. So this is like, what, 8 months ago?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a cop.
Yes.
Telling you that he doesn't know what the heck it is, but
it's something.
But yeah, there's something there.
Correct. And therefore,
has this persisted?
Yes, it's still there.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Okay, that's nuts. Like, how has the media not covered this?
Well, the media doesn't cover a lot of things that are true.
Where do you even begin with something like this? Okay, so we do Crystal Kyle and Friends in Washington, D.C. I'm by the White House all the time. There's no fucking demonic portal. What are you talking about? I can't believe I literally had to say those words. Like, yes, I've looked in the sky in that area, and I didn't see a demonic portal. Like, fact check, no demonic portal. Wow. What? Like, why? Why would you do this? And I love the guy, Eric Metaxas is his name, the interviewer. I love how he's kind of walking you through it and trying to be like, yes, I am skeptical. But tell me more. Oh, well, that's interesting. Oh, maybe there is something to this. So a cop said he saw it? I don't understand why people like this even get involved in politics. Well, I know for Roger Stone it's probably like money and power, right? But like, why say stuff like this? Why do stuff like this? All of your enemies just happen to be literal demons, like propped up by Satan. Well, how fucking mighty convenient that in your narrative you're like the crusading angel and good guy who's fighting for all that is just, and your opponent is from hell. Like, what are we talking about here, man? This is so childish. Who watches this and soaks this in and believes it? And, any credibility you have, which obviously Roger Stone has none, but any credibility, you may have is you're just taking a giant wet dump on it. Like, please, nobody ever hire me or take me seriously ever again. Like, dude, the people who make politics super religious and superstitious are so fucking weird to me. Like, grow out of it, man. How many times have I told you guys, there's over 4,000 religions in the world. 4,000. Imagine being so arrogant and cocky to think like, yes, I happen to be raised in the one correct one. My mommy and daddy told me the truth about our stuff, and the other 3,999 religions are wrong and silly. But mine, that's real. The demonic portal over the White House, yes, that's real. If Satan was gonna come back and do some shit, right? Why would you do something like that? Why wouldn't it be like, show yourself to everybody? Or go to, like, I don't know, a major city, New York City, and all of a sudden we look up, and there's a giant shirtless red guy holding a pitchfork like, now I will tell you my evil plans. And then you have, like, a million people who all saw it who were like, fuck, this shit is real, bro. But always in situations with superstitious shit, it's always like, that one guy, Dave, got abducted and aliens played with his butthole. And then you talk to Dave and he's like, yeah, the alien he done took me when I was out by the shed and then went to the creek and then he done took me up and I went to and then he was doing all sorts of things and I woke up and then I was fine. Dave, did anybody see this? I don't know if anybody saw it. It's always one dude who happens to be really fucking weird who's like, I swear this happens, bro. And Roger Stone, why would you say something that's so easily, disproven? Hey, all anybody has to do is go in the general vicinity of the White House and look up. Oh, look, no demonic portal. Wow, it turns out Roger Stone is full of fucking shit. And this guy, he's snuggled up to Alex Jones over the years. Nobody should be surprised by that. Alex Jones is the guy who said, it was either Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama, they smell like sulfur because they are demonic. It was the old conservative website, what was it called, World Net Daily or something like that, where they said when Obama visited Africa, there was a camera that was showing him get off the plane, and there was like a little black thing that seemed to like shoot across the screen. And they said, oh, a demon just ran across the screen. Like a demon's here celebrating the arrival of Obama in Africa. That's what that is. Yeah, no, it's not the, it's not like a tiny glitch in the fucking camera. It's gotta be a demon. It's gotta be a demon. That's what it's a demon. What the fuck are we talking about here? How are we supposed to take these people seriously? How am I supposed to debate politics with somebody who might listen to this and be like, yeah, that's legit. Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get through to somebody like that? I'm asking sincerely, because one of my main projects is like, I want to take people, who might believe things that are untrue or bad or wrong, of deleterious beliefs, and like, let's work over time and sort of de-radicalize and make people more sane and reasonable and, want to actually help the world and fix the world and not like fucking tear it down and make it a hellhole. Like, that's one of the main projects of the show. But like, then you see something like this and you're like, how does anybody take this guy seriously and listen to him? How is this something that's broadcast? Like the Eric Metaxas guy, you're not embarrassed to have something like this on it? You're not embarrassed. This is embarrassing. It's fucking embarrassing. Oh my God, if a lefty said something like this, people would, there would be a fucking field day on the right. And they would be right to dunk on it and make fun of it, and they'd be right. I'd be joining them. I'd be like, why would you, what are you doing? Demonic portal. Demonic portal opened up above the White House. That's what it was. Joe Biden is like a decrepit old man who's half dead. He's a zombie. You know, for like 17 minutes a day, he probably does actual work. Every now and then he'll sign an executive order that's not bad. You know, or like with the IRA, raising corporate taxes 15%, whatever it may be. He does like half decent things sometimes. Other times he does shitty things. But he's like the most standard American president ever. Like, right? Like he's just standard American president. Generally continuing the empire, keeping the status quo going, little tweaks around the edges, and these guys look at him and they're like, oh! From Satan himself. All right, well, there you have it. I'm sure I just created a whole bunch of new Roger Stone fans with this segment. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.